Good morning, America. This is Dr. Turi, your good friend, Dr. Turi. As you see me, I came back from LA last night after my incredible presentation, and I made it 5 o'clock this morning in Phoenix. And that's the beauty of being an ADD, because I got tons and tons of physical, mental, spiritual energy, like a bomb. Taranya just slept all the way back, and she's still sleeping. Gonna be off all day probably. All right, the title of this newsletter is California earthquake, 6.5, 6.1 magnitude hits. Dr. Turi did it again. As you all know, during my SOS to the world deadly windows, there is no arguing it now. I've been proving it many, many times, not only on my newsletters, but on my radio shows. 2 more earthquakes to add to my values. Okay, so let's talk about this meeting last night. It was absolutely magical. Remember, I checked the dates. So I knew the cosmic winds were in my favor. I knew all the people were going to be receptive more than usual. And then because the current window is all about shocking news, technology, UFO, anything that surprises people, I knew those cosmic winds were going to be in my favor. And that's the beauty of being cosmic conscious. So the show was distributed in 3 sections. The first one was my UFO slide presentation. I always start by, paying my respect to all the guys that I used to cruise the world with when I started my career in 1995. Many of these big guys are now dead. I shared the stage with them. It was phenomenal to have them as many, many friends, very close friends, and they're gone. So to make sure that we respect their memory and what they did for the world of ufology, I always start my UFO slide presentation with some of those guys that I became very close friends over the years. So I went all the way from when I was 6 years old, then talk about that flying saucer above my head with my mafioso brother. And then those 3 men in black who gave me a headache for weeks after, literally reading my mind. And then finally, the trip with my wife into the spaceship where they took our babies. And finally, the power of Draco, that was absolutely magical. I had to rush a little bit because I had so many things to talk about, and I knew people were going to be captivated, especially with Draco Shanley. So on the pictures in the newsletter associated with that video, you're going to see Tom, you're going to see Laurie, you see me, and then we have the small screen, and then the big section, and then after that, behind me you have the artwork, and that's where Draco. People really, really were blown away from what I was able to do, what I was able to say about their inner self, their future, their past, their elements, reading their mind literally. So these people were having a blast. The last section was going to be all about hypnotherapy, but I knew there was so much into Draco, they could not let it go. And finally, time went like, it was supposed to be 2 hours. I don't know. I think I stayed like 4. And I was hoping and expecting these people to take off. No way. There was already literally harassing Tom. Says, oh, you need to have him back. Oh, please, when is he coming back? Oh, I want to go back into this. I want to go back into that. So believe me, it was absolutely mind-boggling, exactly like my window today says. A lot of people were shocked. They had expectations because many of them knew me, some of them did not. But it was fun. It was fun to see that old lady, I don't know, 70, 72, 73 years old, coming on her phone and says, hey, Dr. Turi, look at you, look at me, 1995. Do you remember that? I said, oh my gosh, what a shock. So it was a total, as expected, success, extraordinarily well received. People were also pretty much impressed with my explanation of the Draconis and the Reptilius, their agenda, what was going to happen with artificial intelligence later on, giving so much information that people were literally didn't have to go through the hypnotic session. They were all hypnotized, put it this way. The best of the best that I wanted to do is to really get to their soul at the very last moment. But it was time to exit the church. So I could not really offer the essence of Draco. Something I intend to do on my next UFO conference, which will be in a few days now. I'm going to be going to that ship with some other speakers, and I'm expecting to have a blast there, even better because I kind of practice a little bit my new presentation. So remember, I had cancer, and for many years I was off the game, so to speak. And as you all know, also, sudden enough, I've been banned. You will not find me on Facebook. You will not find me on Wikipedia. You will not find me on LinkedIn. I used to be one of the top person being read with endorsement by the vice president of LinkedIn. But my internet enemies, all the reptilians infected young soul, removed me. So here we are, starting again a career that was started in 1995 without bell. I'm having a blast. So everything was phenomenal. I wanted to talk about this before anything. So hopefully you enjoyed it. So, and hopefully we see you next time. Okay. The good thing is that the room was not packed, which is good because it allowed me to be much more personal with these people one at a time. And I could even only scratch the surfaces. So next time I'm having a plan to do even much bigger, much deeper show with them all. So once Tom's already planning to have me back, the response is too popular. So, I will let you know when that happens, and let's have a blast again. All right, now, in that newsletter today, this stupid kid or idiot on being wrote, "So dark, what happened on the 23rd? Did I miss it? SOS to the world, September 23rd, 2019. You have been warned in modern day Nostradamus with prediction for September 23rd. Are you ready? Someone dog got run over, a tree fell on a car, or a near deadly earthquake over 6. Your warning was so serious." That's what I get. Again, I have learned a long time ago that you cannot fix stupidity or even avoid stupidity. This note from this fried brain. His name is actually Fry, so his nickname is Fried Brain. Speaks of the humongous idiocy that I have to put up with the subhumans out there. Idiotic skeptics like him do not wait to appreciate my vision, and they will immediately assume that I never predicted any of the earthquakes mentioned above. But looking like jerk when I prove them wrong, okay, with my undeniable, well-documented data and published prediction, that will never stop them to harass me over and over again. So, again, I tell you, I went to the Cosmic Code and I retrieved the current SOS to the world, which is all about earthquake, shocking news, technology, cosmic news. Okay, so read the quatrain, okay, and then read the keywords. And the keywords earthquakes is mentioned. And what we had on the 26th, during that window, okay, a 6.5 and a 6.1. Somebody must be right. And these idiots out there, the one talking about the 23rd, well, hey, just read what happened on the 23rd, my friend. And you will see that the 6.0 magnitude earthquake, shake Puerto Rico. But you cannot win with idiocy. You just cannot win. This is the way it is. So I added those very specific quatrain that enunciated my hits, okay? So take the time to investigate. I know as a superhuman, you're gonna have no problem to realize that Draco, my UFO protective legacy is undeniable. Now, remember, this specific quatrain, okay, also mentioned news from France. And today, Jacques Chirac, the former French president, died. Today, I wrote the word France, and our ex-president died. Is it an accident? No. Did I knew that he was in the hospital about to die? No. Yes, Draco did. That's why I put the keywords. Famous death, shocking news, France. Now, another big news coming from my country. Huge fire breaks out at a French chemical plant. Well, they're not going to tell you that's kind of a terrorist attack because they don't want to freak you out. But I know better. So, what else is shocking that's going on here? Whistleblower says White House official intervened to lock down records on Trump's Ukraine phone call. If that is not shocking, I don't know what is shocking. And you've seen and you've read the very specific quatrain that I have for President Trump, mentioning June, that's where he hit some serious ground, and next one is December, that's not too far. You're going to see if Draco is real or not. CEO raised the minimum salary of his employees to $70,000. And he's doing it again in a new location. Now you can see how shocking and unusual this type of news is. This guy was probably led by the Draconians. It's totally unselfish. He makes good money and he wants to pay the people that deserve to get the raise. Bless him. That's good news. That's definitely good. Her face transplant is failing. She is still optimistic. Imagine that, you go for a transplant. Next thing you know, your face is, you're turning into a demon. Oh, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, you know. Don't go on a cruise when you feel like. Use the stars at your advantage. You know, there is some of the people that I worked in UFO conference, I give them data to make sure everything is growing. They work in harmony with God cosmic design. And I hope to be allowed to speak on those UFO conference. I have a good response from a few of them, probably gonna go back into circus again. But it's important to pay attention to those cosmic winds, because if the winds are behind you, your business is gonna grow, your life's gonna get better. You have to understand the cosmic code and respect universal law. And that is all the result of all my UFO experiences that led me to who I am and what I do today. Can't separate astrology and my UFO's experiences. It's just impossible. And that's why my slideshow is all about both. It's absolutely mind-boggling when you listen to all the details of what I have to say and where I've been through. Judge in disbelief after DA breaks rule in Hamburg Geiger trial. Did you watch that video? I mean, that judge literally threw up. She was so shocked. She turned around and went, oh my God. What the hell? I mean, you don't see these type of shocking, abnormal videos every day, but during my windows. That's an interesting one. CEO resigned after alleged drunk driving accident. Imagine that, how the people realizing that their CEO was caught and drunk. Imagine that, the shock that the people knew him, and even his family. And he did that, of course, during a plutonic window, which means, like I told you, be careful what you say, be careful what you do, be careful where you go, because you're going to get a wake-up call. You know, the reality is going to hit you in the face. The draconians are there to help you, but the reptilians are there to kill you, hurt you, and change your life. Not always for good, usually for bad. Be aware. Florida cop stops busy highway to rescue dog hit by car. That is shocking. That is beautiful. I know this guy stopped, you know, everybody, you know, to save that little dog. That shows heart, shows love. And you got that stupid idiot, a fried brain over there, the someone dogs got ran over. You know, when he's going to read what I wrote to him, and he's going to see that actually did, someone dog got run over. And he can be a predictor. Maybe the reptilians were working through him to make sure he realized how stupid he really is now, because a dog actually got run over during this shocking window, and a cop stopped the traffic to save the life of this little baby. Well, after we have that shocking. Democrat, shocking split from Food Network star. Again, read that. Very, very interesting news about this Democrat, the big guy here in politics, and his wife put many, many years together. Why did I pick that? Because the word shocking is right there in the news title. Shocking. Passengers open emergency exit for a breath of fresh air. What a freaking idiot. There is no limit to stupidity, people. I'm not joking. There is no limit. The word aeronautics is there. Again, you know, not every day that an ignorant idiot is opening the emergency exit of a plane to take fresh air. But in my shocking windows, look at the type of news that's going on. And then look how shocking thing is. Maybe you didn't expect me to see me today. Well, he's in LA. He's never going to do his video today. No. But no, Dr. Turi, I'm a bomb. It's a curse. My atomic structure is just too fast. I just sleep a little bit and then back on. How many people would drive from Phoenix to LA, work the ass off for hours, you know, and then drive back home? And the next day wake up like it's not normal. I love it. 9 babies were just born to firefighters in California department. That's good news, but the keywords mention children. Okay, so that's, again, what's sad is that all the mothers have absolutely no idea of the UCI of their child, what those kids will have to endure because of their karma, the location of their dragon. What is God cosmic design going to do to the fate of all these children? And you have all the mothers, very religious, going to church every Sunday praying God, that could never answer their prayer because they don't speak God cosmic language. They have no idea how to avoid the worst of the worst, or the reptilians taking their kids away. They have no idea. But you know what? This is how it is. The system is set to control the information, to endorse the reptilians infected religious matrix or the reptilians infected scientific matrix, but not Dr. Turi. And that the reality is, the word children, it's written in the keywords, and then you have those news today. Hopefully those young mothers will knock at my door and then learn a little bit more about their kids, because they might have the next president or the next killer, and there's nothing they can do to avoid the reptilians stimulating the killers, or hopefully the dragon is stimulating the good ones to become a good president for this country. The extreme and warped reality of black holes. I talk about cosmic news, okay? Well, if you're into science, if you're into black holes, logically, rationally, if you want to use only your 5 limited human sense, well, dig into it. Now, if you want to know more, well, let me tell you, the reptilians travel in time and space through those black holes, okay? And they have literally hijacked a planet called Pluto, which is a strategic best position for them to be. And then from there, literally infect the rest of the solar system in various vibrational system, not just humans. You know, I told you before, every one of this planet out there supports life, but you don't have the eyes to see it. You don't have the sense to see what type of life is going on in every one of these planets. There is no one single planet in our solar system that does not support life, including the moon. But you're not allowed to see anything else than what your 5 senses wants you to see. Too far-fetched for people who do not think like me in a very, very, very advanced, unique, far-fetched, sort of ridiculous way. Again, Dr. Turi. waking you up to things that you're not supposed to know, or maybe are not allowed to investigate, digest, appreciate, or even acknowledge for that matter. But hey, that's why I'm here, to push you forward, to make you aware of the incredible. Okay, the extreme and warped reality of black holes. Okay, cosmic news, we mentioned that. Hurricane Lorenzo strengthens to beastly category 4 storm. Wow, another one. You know, it's during my windows, gonna make landfall during my windows. And like the killer's hurricane that literally devastated part of the US, the Bahamas particularly, all those hurricanes were predicted before their formations on radio. All you gotta do is click, listen, it's there. So that tells you that if I wanted to do the forecast for next year about all the hurricane, I could do it. I could do it for 10 years ahead of time if we make it. So the idea is to keep learning how God speaks to us through the sign, keep understanding the cosmic code jurisdictions, and see the part that you play in the scheme of things, not only as a human being, but as a spirit, immortal spirit for that matter. All right, so let's move on here. Remember, unless you become a part of Patreon, or unless you become a VIP, these full Cosmic Code newsletters will not be available to you, okay? All you're gonna get is a little bulletin. And if you like what I'm talking about, first of all, click like. Thank you, show your support. And if you really, really like Dr. Turi, then, you know, support me, okay? Join Patreon, okay? Get 1 month of free access to the Cosmic Code. You just email Taranya and say, hey, I joined Patreon, now I want to have my free month gift on the Cosmic Code. And then you will realize why you should stay a VIP with our daily guidance and forecast. So, my dear friends, there is quite a lot of interesting things going on. I added that shocking windows today. So just pay attention, auto-analyze yourself. You know, try to say, okay, Dr. Turi said to be ready for surprise. Is there any surprise? Did I hear something weird, something unusual? You know, this window produced earthquakes and you got a 6.5 and a 6.1 or something today. Hello, it's there, okay? Talk about aeronautic and the stupid lady trying to open the door of an airplane. How more precise can I be? I don't know. As I said, you know, yesterday, maybe I should try walking on water for you to believe me. I love it. All right, my dear friend, I want to take this opportunity to thank every one of you for still listening. Show your support, click like. Love you guys. Bye-bye.